Welcome back to part 4 of our Angular tutorial. This time we're going to do add services. So our hero service here that we've added has a single file plus its unit test file. The service doesn't have a UI element to it, so it doesn't have HTML and private CSS, just the service.ts file. Reading from the top here, we see that it still imports the heroes array. It imports the heroes array rather than the heroes component now importing the array. So what the hero service is going to do for us is provide a layer of separation between the actual data and the use of the data, the client of the data. So now, from heroes component, hero service is abstracted away. We don't know that the ultimate data source is a fixed array. It is still, but it's moving toward being a web service. At injectable. This decorator applies to this class here. It makes hero service an injectable. Angular, then, is a dependency injection architecture. Dependency injection means that the framework takes control of object creation and destruction, essentially object lifetime, freeing our application from doing that. It's also called inversion of control because we no longer have control of the objects that we use. Being a injectable provided at the root means this service is actually provided globally to any object that needs it or any class that needs it. Right now, that's hero component. So the heroes component no longer imports the heroes array itself. It imports the hero service, and the object of hero service is injected into this class. Where is it injected? In the constructor. Notice no additional decorations provided in the constructor because when it's imported, it knows what we're driving at. We're going to use this in the constructor to provide this service to the object that will get created here out of heroes component. Here, let's look at the syntax now of a TypeScript constructor. This is a little bit different. Number one, it's called constructor. It doesn't go by the name of the class. Number two, it has this very shorthand way of setting up data members. So data member visibility here, hero service here, and you declare its type here. That's it. We've created a hero service data member that's private, that is available only inside this class, and we've injected it into the object. Here's our traditional syntax for our constructor, where we explicitly create a private data member. Our constructor uses this as a parameter, and then we set the private data member to the parameter. The TypeScript has noticed that this is a canonical pattern that's repeated over and over again and has provided this very handy shorthand for setting data members. The next thing we do is ng on init, and this uses that data member hero service, and it calls get heroes that was provided back here. Get heroes simply returns the fixed array, but the heroes component is now separated from that. Notice get heroes abstracts away the actual source of the heroes data. So get heroes could then become using a web API to get the data or any other source for the data without this component knowing about the ultimate source. But this has been a great improvement in the architecture. Now there's one more step here. This is still synchronous, meaning that whatever the data source was, however long it takes, this will halt here until the actual data is returned. In the next step, add services B, we're going to look at creating this as an asynchronous method, and that'll get us closer and closer to the use of a real web service. Thank you.